There it is, guys. That's Vaughn's site. Check it out.
Okay, so what I wanted to show you on it real quick is I have several faith-based resources. I have Bible quizzes, Bible games, Bible puzzles, and let's click it. And then if you go down here, I've got the gospel message in case you want to read up on it if you're going to share it to somebody. And it's a simple laid out plan of the gospel with the prayer to pray and then the other information, which is good. And then I've got, let's see, a faith section right here. Can you see that? Yeah, the faith section. And then this is salvation cards, like similar to the tracts. And what they are, it's just standard Avery business cards with the salvation prayer on it and 2 Bible verses. But if you click that, it'll download the PDF. That way you can print them out to any printer if you have Avery cards in case you want to hand them out. And this is some research I've done on different things, mathematical patterns in creation. I'll just show you that page real quick. And it's some research I did on Fibonacci, DNA, and RNA sequences and where they intersect and what numbers they intersect with. It's pretty advanced stuff, but I don't want to show you that unless you really want to go deep into some research. But I've got lighter stuff, like I have faith news and Christian revival news. And though these are 2 churches in my area, I highly recommend. And this is Christian revival news, so it's just all stories about the Christian revival. And this is news that's hard to find. You really got to search for it. And I wrote this website is all hand coded by me. And I wrote a program that goes out there and searches the web for these news articles and then pulls them in and sort of curates them for you. And that's 160 news articles. And then we'll go to Faith Again. And we'll go to Faith News, and persecuted Christian news is something that's real important. We need to keep tabs on, and that has over 124 articles. If you click on the yellow text right here, you can actually jump to the article on the website. So Not only do you have that, and let me go ahead and show you some other stuff.
Yeah, I got Bubba coming on. I want him. He's going to pop in for a few minutes, so probably wrap that up real quick.
Let her show.
All right, you don't care, Bub? I didn't know how long you could stay. I was just all right. Go ahead and show what you got to show there, man.
Okay, so I have a section called Bible quizzes, and I have a Bible verse quiz, and we can say start quiz.
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
And then it says love one another, and God's love is made complete in us. John 1. Let's see.
This show ended up being longer. People all think it ends at 10:30. That's why.
It tells you if it's correct or wrong, and then at the very end, it gives you all the Bible verses and the correct answers. So that's a good way. And all of these Bible verses center around the message of God's love, and that's what they focus on. And then the other Bible, I'm not going to show you each one, but I have one called the Mandela Effect, which is interesting Bible verses that people get wrong. And then Moral Dilemma puts you in different situations.
Right.
And then Bible games. I've got a character word scramble.
Yeah.
I got a Bible crossword.
Right.
And
all right.
That you can play. And then
nice.
I'll just sort of quickly go over it. And then I've got Bible word search, a Jesus slide puzzle, which is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And you just drag the pieces around.
Oh, cool.
And let's see what else. Faith. And then I got inspirational videos. It's just videos that are on my channel that are sectioned off, and they're meant to be uplifting and inspirational type videos. And then I have a site, and I have a guy's testimony on here. And anyone listening on here has a testimony they want to share, and they want it to be exposed to help save people. I've got that on my website as well. But here's one of appliance owner, and the video didn't pop up for some reason. I'll have to look at it. There we go. There it is. And this is a former business owner, and he had problems with drug addiction. And if anyone on here has suffered from that, and it talks about his testimony and his journey through life. He's a small business owner, and the success he's had with Jesus and how he overcame his addiction through his support groups that he had at his church. And then I have a message on here about promoting God's love. And then if you want to share your testimony, please fill out this form and send it to me. I'd love to showcase it on my website and get you some exposure there, which will be putting it on my YouTube channel as well. And I'd love to have testimonies on my YouTube channel. And let's see what else. Faith Music, Bible quizzes, Bible games, divine salvation cards, the gospel message. Also on here, if you are an IT, if you're a technical person, if you're in cybersecurity, I have developed, and this is how I originally started my website, several like cutting edge tools for cybersecurity and IT troubleshooting, IP DNS lookup, and just all kinds of stuff on here. And the reason for my website was to get people that were interested in cybersecurity and the IT roles brought to my website, and then that way I could start giving them verses about God's love and who he is and stuff. Oh, and don't forget about, let me show you something real quick. See if he's still hanging.
That's really cool.
Okay, this one doesn't have it. We'll go to another page. We'll go to home. And don't forget to click on the angel. Capture trumpet. I don't know if you can hear that on your end. You'd be surprised how many people click on that little angel. But let me give